saying? It's been a minute since I could actually talk to y'all like on y'all time zone. So we're gonna try that for me. See what's the word. We here, man. Live from South Korea and all that. Feeling amazing. You know what I'm saying? Been locked in on that fitness shit. Just super focused on fitness right now. Super focused. More focused than ever. That's, I don't know what time it is over there in like New York time, but I'm assuming it should be like y'all should be able to see this notification and all that. I might have to move a little closer. Something told me he was live. Yeah, coach. Shout out to you, coach. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah. Just here to really just chop it up with y'all, catch up a little bit, because I haven't been able to be on y'all time zone in a little minute, at least, you know what I'm saying? At least the ones I know for sure that's like in New York time, but like it's 8:30 for y'all. Oh, that's perfect time. And usually everybody ain't doing a fuck thing at 8:43 p.m. You done did what you did for the day. You just cooling right now. I ain't gonna lie, good to see y'all. Good to tap in with y'all right now. Just wanna know what's going on with y'all. If y'all got something y'all wanna talk about. Hey, listen, I'm here for y'all right now, man. I'm taking time out my day to check in with y'all. So whatever y'all want to talk about, if y'all want to just, have a good live stream, then you know what I'm saying. This is what I'm here for. For my guys, for my subscribers, for the people that support me. I'm here for y'all right now. So let's lock in. What y'all want to talk about, man? Other than that, though, I'm feeling good. I got a lot of things that I could be, bringing up right now that I'm proud of. But more than anything, I'm super proud of my fitness journey right now. I am fucking locked in. He said, hell yeah, man. Hey, how do you feel about high reps, high volume workouts? I absolutely fucking love them. I absolutely love them. It's like, just to know, obviously, just to know that you're able to do that shit is just different. Every time you step in the gym, it's like you got aura. You got aura in the gym now. You just feel like your aura is just on another level. Like, at least that's how I've been feeling. Every time I step in the gym, it's like there's this feeling that I just feel that I'm addicted to feeling. Well, to have an aura in a place like that just feels, I don't know how to explain it, but like for the fellas, man, it's just something special about having aura in a place that actually it matters to have aura in. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the times the aura that people think that they have it in the wrong things, but in the right things, their light that they think they have is dimmed, which then makes them want to stay in alignment with the bullshit because they just want to shine a light that they think they shining, but that's a whole nother, situation right there. But man, that's all I do. If I get to the gym early enough, I'm hitting minimum 400 pull-ups, 400 dips, 400 leg raises, and 400 squats. If my legs is not cooked already from doing, probably hitting a bike for an hour, because if I'm on a bike, minimum I'm doing like 30 minutes to an hour minimum, and there's resistance on it, so I'm cranking that bitch up, and I'm hitting minimum 30 minutes on that bitch. Like, I don't just work out for just the look. That's why I like high resistance, high volume workouts, because it gets to a point where it's beyond the muscle and you have to like lock in mentally, and then you feel like it becomes a mental workout. because you'll start to realize that you able to mentally push yourself through reps and through a lot of shit in the gym, that whatever limits that you thought you had, if you just incorporate your brain a little bit more, exactly, the willpower, that shit, the willpower start feeling like, damn, you start physically feeling your willpower come out at certain points. When you go high reps and high volume and shit like that, you literally feel the willpower like as an aura over you that is like pushing you over these new limitations that your mind may set, or that you kind of just, okay, this is what I could do right now, and then like you kind of get comfortable in that a little bit because this is where you at, but then now you'll get to a point where mentally your mind is ready to push you past that even before you ready. Like your mind just lets you know, like, yo, like we on that right now, like we could do this, and you're like, all right, bet. And then you like, but damn, for real, like I feel like I'm moving kind of fast. But that's usually what holds people back, is that thought right there. Like, nah, I'm probably just rushing it. Nah, try it, go for it. You never know. That shit feel amazing. I'm getting a lot of comments right now. Hold on, let me try to read some of these. Said it feels like you killing, you're defeating your old self every time you do those type of workouts. 100%. Feel like you push it past, way past who you used to be, because there was nowhere near what we was on before. Just whole journey as a whole of just like self-development. Like there's so many like layers to this shit, to the point where like you end up losing yourself in this, trying to find yourself. But did you really lose yourself? Because in reality, you was never you, and you was never the person that you actually wanted to be. You was controlled by addictions, lust, programming, subconscious programming. And then you get so lost within the layers of the self-development journey that it ends up getting to a point where you just like, God damn, like you looking behind you, you like, yo, like I don't even remember how to get back to where the fuck I was at. This is exactly what it feels like. Just imagine you in a dark ass tunnel that you walk mad far in. You know what I'm saying? Because something just, I don't know, how do you explain that shit? But like, it's just something special about when that blessing get dropped on you, of just knowing that you could be a better version of yourself, and you get so like, wait a minute, I didn't know that. I remember that's what happened to me when I first learned about just certain things that was coming over my spirit, motivation wise, when I was learning about SR, no fat, just calisthenics, also seeing that people that, prioritize weights more than calisthenics 9 to 10 times are gonna calisthenics. And I see it all the time. And I remember when I first started my fitness journey, I could never process that. You know what I'm saying? Like just being somebody that, and I'm gonna, touch back on the point that I was just touching on, but I gotta mention this, right? It's gotta be an honorable mention right here. Like just, that is what really, really inspired me to take my calisthenic shit to the next level. When I was going to the gym and I'm just looking at motherfuckers that off the rip, obviously, like to the eye, you looking at a motherfucker, you like, damn, like son is wild probably. And then you might just so happen to be minding your business, doing some random ass shit because you new to the game and shit in the gym. You look around, you might see this motherfucker doing calisthenics, so you thinking like, shit, he about to do his own body weight? That nigga strong as hell. He probably about to be flying up the bar. He probably could do 50 easy. He probably could do 100 dips easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just putting motherfuckers on that pedestal. And that's 100% truly where my mind was at that point. Like, I would look at a motherfucker that is strong body weight wise and be like, why wouldn't he be able to do 100 push-ups straight? Why wouldn't he be able to do 100 dips straight, 150 at least? At least. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? Pull-ups, like all that shit. I'm looking at a motherfucker. I'm seeing motherfucker 5. He get the 3. He's like, he just barely got that 3. Like if he was supposed to be on 30 reps. And I'm looking, I'm like, wait. I'm like, huh? I'm like, so you mean to tell me this motherfucker is strong? Like this nigga, he lifting some heavy shit. How the fuck are you struggling to pull your own body weight up? And you could dead weight pick up some heavy ass shit. I be hearing about some crazy shit that these weightlifter motherfuckers be on. And I respect it. Even now, right? But it just didn't make no sense to me, and it still don't. And it just got to that point where it was like, don't get me wrong, I love the weights. And then I just realized, I'm like, so if weights, so what are weights? Because now I'm like, wait a minute, I'm looking at weights different now. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck is it actually doing? I'm like, oh, I get it now. Weight is the shit. If you had a certain, that's controversial, and I don't mean to, offend nobody, but if you are somebody that prioritizes weights more than calisthenics, you a bot. I'ma just have to say it straight like that. I'm like, oh, that's some bot shit. Because once I seen that, my mind instantly was like, okay, cool, we doing calisthenics whether we want to or not. Like, I didn't consciously know how to start my fitness journey. That shit just, like, common sense just was kicking in. I'm like, okay, cool. Why the fuck would I do that then if it's not gonna actually make me strong? And I would want to though. I'm like, bro, I want to lift weights. I was doing that at that point, going to certain machines, trying to go heavy, was able to go heavy, and still just fighting that thought pattern of just like, this is not gonna actually make me strong though, bro. Like, this gonna take away from being able to do my own body weight. Like, it's really is making me weaker. Because if I can't lift my own body weight right now, why the fuck would I? And then I'm gonna get bigger and look stronger and still not be able to lift my own body weight to the same. I don't know. So I don't be touching on weight, but to a certain point in this self-development journey, like I said, man, you're gonna be looking behind you, not knowing how to get back. You're gonna be lost, and then you're gonna be looking in front of you like, I have no choice but to keep on going forward. And that is exactly what self-development is and will forever be. I need y'all to really take that in and just understand that on the most simplest, like, for me, as simple as you could possibly think of it, bro. It's really just that, and it's forever gonna be that. So it don't matter what the fuck is gonna happen once you decide that you have no choice but to fucking keep walking forward. It's not gonna matter what happens. It's not gonna matter how many rocks you trip over. It's not gonna matter how many times you bust your ass and you hurt yourself. You have no other direction to go in, bro. So when y'all motherfuckers be looking at me, and y'all might hear about certain shit like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? Nah, he crashing out, this, that, and the third. What the fuck do you think? We all walking the same direction. We walking in a dark ass tunnel, tripping over and falling over a bunch of bullshit. Low key, you know what I'm saying? As you get further in the shit, you probably a little nervous. You like, damn, I don't know where the fuck this shit lead me though, but I just feel like I gotta go this way. But this shit could go anyway. Cause you still gonna carry with you the thoughts of, the low vibrational shit that you brought with you from the other spot that you just came from, that you gotta work through as you're walking in the direction with blind faith. You walking in a direction with blind faith. At the same time, you gotta heal the shit that you came from this way that you don't even remember how to get back to. You don't even know where you was at for real. Motherfucker asks you, yo, I bet I can help you get there. Just give me the Addy. Just give me the avenues and shit. You're not gonna be able to tell a motherfucker where you was at. You're gonna be like, hold on, let me think, bro. I don't even know what the fuck. Huh? I was over there my whole life. I don't know the fuck. What the fuck? Motherfucker be like, bro, like, you don't know where the fuck you was at? You said you was from there, right? Like, how you don't know? And you gonna be like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know how I don't know. That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is for me. So, at the end of the day, just keep walking. Keep falling. Keep tripping. And at the end of the day, pressure is gonna make you special, right? You gotta think about it, man. Just picture that energy real quick. right? Let's say it's the fourth quarter in a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all down 2 points, and everybody just looking at you like, yo, like we know who to give the ball to. Like there's no question about it. The frequency changed. Like let me just put this in perspective for y'all that don't understand the game of basketball or just ain't never really played no sports. When it's a close game going on and y'all been playing the game at a certain frequency, the frequency is already pretty thick in the air. Like the air is already thick as hell because like it might be a crowd, you know, people there to support you, people there to support your team, people there to support the other team, whatever. So the air is already thick. But the thickness of the air, once the game is on the line, people that ain't built for that shit, you're not gonna be able to try to pretend that you built for that shit because you're gonna do something so stupid, bro. People don't understand that shit. If you've ever seen a motherfucker fold in that light, it'll really show you some shit. It'll be like, nah, I know exactly why he did fold though. Like that frequency was just way too powerful for him to be able to operate. So he ended up looking like a whole NPC with what he just did. I don't know if y'all saw. I think everybody might have saw this. Golden State versus Cleveland, right? J.R. Smith, when he did that, just what the fuck was you doing type of shit. But like, he caught the rebound, right? The game was on the line. He caught the rebound. What the fuck he do? Hold on, I might have to look this shit up. I don't know if it's gonna work. He caught the fucking rebound. He ran away from the rim and he was already open for the shot. You know what I'm saying? I think he tried to pass it out of nowhere. He like, wait a minute, he stopped in his tracks, tried to pass it. Didn't know where his fucking team was, the way he was looking. And I think he just turned around and shot the dumbest shot ever. Where in that moment, anybody that was his teammate would have been so tight. Like, no matter how much that's your man's, no matter how much talent that person got, you gonna see him in that light, and you just not even gonna be able to see him the same. And I feel like after that, that nigga J.R. Smith career just went in the garbage. Like, it was over. It was over. Because that, pretty much, bro, is like, that frequency is gonna expose you. You know what I'm saying? That shit is gonna expose you. You have to prepare yourself. You have to stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. And let me see what y'all talking about. We're gonna get more into that. Man. Have you ever worked with SOF? I don't know what that is. No. I had times I get chills from it. Once I got into calisthenics, I never went back. Also, they stick. Ain't blaming on the size, was just cap. Yeah, bro, I ain't even want to bring that up. That's a whole nother, like, fact right there, obviously. But hold on, what he tried to say? Unless I'm reading this wrong. He said, once I got into calisthenics, I never went back. Also, they stick with, unlike weightlifting. I don't know if I'm reading that wrong, but that shit confused me. So I feel like your workouts get more aligned with yourself when you do one day chest, one day legs, etc. It feels like you're just doing it just to look good for other people. That's what I think weights is all about, to be honest. I agree with that. He said, all the greats in sports became the best because they learned how to perform under pressure. Exactly. That's exactly the point that I'm trying to make. Oh, special forces? Oh, nah. Well, technically, yeah. Because, I mean, I know people that's into it. So, I guess. But, that's what it's all about, right? See, just like on a negative aspect in life, where 2 seconds could turn into 20 years. You know, 2 seconds, a 2 second bad decision could cause you to lose money, um, lose opportunities. You know why? Because as men, we have a certain type of responsibility that we born with that we're not taught to really, right? And I'm about to get into a whole another separate topic now, where it's like the reason why men and women always like butt heads is because we so different in the simplest way for real, but like not really. Because like if you a bot and you emotional as a man, like you still gotta be responsible. That's the crazy part. But like when you start to grow more willpower and more strength, mental strength, like now you got way more responsibility over the way you react. And see, that's why it's important to prioritize building willpower because you're gonna be stacking up so much willpower because you maneuvering through a lot of different shit in a gracious way that people not noticing, bro. So like when you do have a point where you finally get weak and you fuck around and let some of that shit out, it's not gonna be pretty, bro. Like you don't have that option. It's gonna get to that point where like you might feel it at the tip of your tongue, but you're gonna know like, nah, hell no, I can't do that. Hell no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that to him, bro. He's gonna be shaking his fucking boots. Like you could feel it that you're gonna put a frequency on a motherfucker from the way that you, for me, that's gonna really have him just in a blender. He gonna be like, oh shit. Like he gonna immediately have to just like understand, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, I would say that's one of the main reasons why men and women clash a lot is because like me, I'm gonna forever always be the type of person where it's like I'm not the type of guy that really is willing to accept women as emotional creatures. I feel like that's weakness of a man to accept somebody's for weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not. I just feel like that's not the way to go about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should always hold them accountable for their emotions. Because at the end of the day, as a man, bro, we can only take but so much, my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just accept that I gotta deal with some bullshit within your end that you could, you know, work on fixing because it's really not, I don't know, something that just makes sense for me to just be like, okay, cool, nah, she's gonna trip for no reason. You know, she gonna get mad at shit that don't really make sense, or she just gonna always be in her feelings, or I don't know, like I don't know, or we might just argue about something that just don't make no sense. Um, she might misunderstand where I'm coming from, but because she's in her emotions, she's not really hearing me right now, and I gotta let that shit pass. Nah, nigga, we not doing that. Fuck no. Fuck no. Just watched a video called "Life as a Man is Hard" video too. Yeah, that's a good video right there. So you're gonna keep doing the infantry training for as it goes hard? Yeah, yeah, I probably will. Yeah, hell no. Being a man doesn't mean just being quiet and accepting everything. Being a man is learning when to be quiet and shut up about the things that aren't right in the right way. Exactly. Just everything you do as a man, like you just it's responsibility. It's all responsibility. Like being about fitness is honestly just also respecting your manhood. You know what I'm saying? Because once you show more respect for your manhood of just knowing like I don't got no fucking choice but to go to the gym, and guess what? If I'm not motivated to go to the gym, I'm gonna grab some pre-workout and I'm gonna take my ass to the fucking gym. And then you just moving with just more self-respect as a man where you're willing to take those steps. even if you don't agree with pre-workout. You know, you might, pre-workout is weak, or I don't want to drink this thing of coffee or whatever the fuck, bro. If you had a long day at work and you still want to put in some work, you have to go do that. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck and I tell my guys this all the time, and sometimes they don't like to hear it. Cause I'll be the type of guy to tell them straight up, like, yo, bro, we going to the gym. Like, what do you mean? Like, why you want to stay in? And then if one of them really just want to come up with a good enough excuse and I want to go to the gym, I'm just looking at him like, bro, come on, man. Like, are you being weak? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, ain't no better feeling. And that's crazy that it's like that. But like, really, as men, bro, like you gotta go to the gym, and that's really honestly one of the only ways that you're gonna start to feel better. Whatever frequency that you feeling over yourself that just you can't shake, that you trying to figure out, because you're not no pussy. You're not trying to give up on life, so you dealing with it, and I understand that. I just had to, say that. But like, I understand how like you got a certain frequency over you that you're trying to shake, but you're not trying to be on no pussy shit and give up. So you sitting with the shit and you letting it, you feeling it every day, and you going with it, and you trying to manage it, and you trying to work around it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to go to the gym. And when you go to the gym, you're gonna have to actually bug out. Like, you're not just, I don't give a fuck if you don't have no fitness experience. I don't give a fuck if you're still new to the game. Go there and really push yourself. You're gonna have to. And I'm telling you, that shit is gonna feel fucking amazing. I'm talking about get there early and just do high endurance, cardio-like type of training. You can just start with that. Right? If you're trying to get in the calisthenic game and you're new to the calisthenic game and you want to ask a guy like me that can do 2,000 dips in 2 days, I would say that my opinion matters somewhat, because the shit that I'm capable of doing in this calisthenic shit, I'm really going to become one of the ambassadors to this calisthenic shit, the road that I'm headed on. I'm not going to hold you, because the shit that I'm on right now is spooky. But I'm going to tell you this. If you want to get yourself on that type of, potential type of level, do burpees. Do 200 burpees. Yeah. So show me how serious you are. You wanna be serious about this shit? You wanna get on the next level? You wanna be next level? And you still new to the game? Go to the gym and do 200 burpees, and I don't give a fuck if you feel like you can't, if you feel like you about to die, go bring you some water, go to the fucking gym and do 200 burpees. And you could do a simple one, right? You could do, let's say you start off standing, right? You stand up straight, right? You squat down, you reach out for a push-up. Boom, hit one push-up. You back in the squat now. You jump up, and that's one set. Do that 200 times. And if you somebody that is already in the exercise, calisthenic, weightlifting type of shit, you kind of got some, you putting in that work, but you want to get more on the calisthenic side of things, then just up the repetitions of how many push-ups you do each set. If you're feeling like you really a strong man, do 5 push-ups. Oh my God. That shit gonna hurt. And what battalion are you in? I feel like men need to fall away from responsibility. I see more women taking care of themselves and doing what they gotta do more than men. I don't know about that. I don't know where the fuck you see that at. But that's interesting. No disrespect, obviously, but he said you're gonna be a great NCO one day, bro. Lots of leadership potential and needs to never lose your commitment to making men better. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. So you in the stock tradings? I want to get more into it. I need to. So sometimes you gotta let your pain marinate and understand it. Then later, it's time. He said it's time to use that fire out off passion to work. Fuck. Yeah, insecurities of trauma. See what you're saying? Said, damn. Said, Coach, I'm about to cry. Thank you for your help. Jeez. He said, Coach, I saw somebody doing bench press and it was getting weight up to the rack. And I stood there and watched. Then eventually somebody helped him. Wait, what? He couldn't? Oh, nah. Yeah, see, I don't fuck with that bench shit for real. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that shit. I don't like that bench shit, bro. That shit dangerous. So you should check out the Sean Ryan podcast with Cody Alford. He fought in the Fallujah. One of the best podcasts I've seen. All right, bet. I'll try to remember that. You say you still watch HTO? Oh, I actually just seen recently that he back on. It's a few people back on right now. I seen he back on. Obviously, I seen Spiritual Souls back on. Shit like that. That's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. But, yeah, I'm motivated to stay on my shit with this content creation. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I just been going hard off camera. You know what I'm saying? Because I've learned that truly that's the type of shit that matters for real. It's not about trying to always come up how I used to think with just these videos and shit like that and trying to be super consistent in the videos, just prioritizing myself, just pushing myself to, you know, limits and above those limits. And then once I, you know, gain a lot more oral points and I come back on here and I'm able to just, you know, chop it up with y'all, shit like that, and just get that oral. Because at the end of the day, people gotta understand it don't matter what the fuck you gotta say if you don't have no aura. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you, bro. Like, you can have the realest shit to say in the world, and a motherfucker is just literally not gonna be able to, like, take you in. Like, even if he's looking you dead in your eye, he's like, like, yeah, I hear you, but I swear to God, if you don't have no aura, like, that shit is literally gonna go right in one ear, out the other, too easy. Like, and it could really look like a motherfucker was listening to you, bro. So that's what you gotta understand. Like, if you're gonna actually live this life and not give, just decide to at least start off with not being at a low ass, weak ass frequency and aura. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may be lost and trying to figure yourself out, trying to find yourself because you lost out here and shit. A great place to start is building aura. You trying to figure out where to start living your life and start trying to figure it out. You trying to figure out how to live a life of like that matter, you know, trying to make purpose out of your life and shit. Just start from there. I bet. Let me just start building my aura. Shit. I guess there's plenty ways you could do it, but me personally, I just like to do high endurance training. I feel like that right there, like take your shit to the next level. Me personally. You one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, channels of all time. Damn, I appreciate that, bro. That ass. Cause I really go hard for this shit, bro. I really do. And I've been doing this shit for a minute, bro. It's like everything I've ever done on this shit. If I could just sit here and do some reflection, bro, like some of the coolest memories I have when it comes to this YouTube shit is just being in some of the worst situations of my life and actually just remembering that I was on some like visionary content creating, coming up with downloads from my everyday life and just like it's power in just staring bullshit in the face in your life. Like it's power in that. I need you to understand something, bro. Like body language and you controlling your mind and shit in certain situations and like deciding to move with more grace than recklessness. Even if you feel like your life is in a situation in a state where like the shit is fucked up and it don't really matter, like damn this shit whack. There's power in that, and it's gonna build to something. It's gonna build you aura as well. In order to be able to do that, you have to be somebody that can take pride within yourself to be able to catch yourself in these situations and want to make the better decision. You're not gonna be able to do that if you can't look in the mirror as somebody that you can like take pride in because of the shit that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, where it's like I actually feel so strong to the point where I don't think I want to get into a fight ever again, even now. So I can only imagine what's going to happen in the future. But like, I don't want to actually rip somebody's face off and punch a hole in a motherfucker and break his jaw. Like, I'm just feeling way too strong right now. Like, I don't want to put my hands on nobody. So like, there's been situations where it may have crossed my mind, you know, because the old me and shit like that, because I was reckless. And when these certain situations arose themselves, I felt a sort of resistance in myself that made me feel like, wait a minute, like I don't think I actually should do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in certain situations where like you just would be quick to just like swing on a motherfucker, no talking. Like for example, there's been a few situations in this bitch where I dealt with some racist shit. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. Actually, it's pretty common. Like I wouldn't say the most common part is just like it being a direct racism, but like it kind of is at the same time. Like for example, right? These motherfucking white boys in this bitch get real bold when they fucking drunk and just start chatting. And they'll say shit that'll have you looking at them like, yo, bro, what the fuck you just said? Like, and then you gotta be like, ah, he just drunk, but like, are you though? Because like, it feel like you wanted to get that shit off. It felt like you was holding that shit back. Like you be holding that shit back when you sober, but like you actually be wanting to just like. And then I'd be like, why would you even want to say some shit like that? I don't know. I don't know. These motherfuckers be quick to start saying niggas shit when they drunk and all that, wanting to say it like the shit cool, bro. Like what? Y'all niggas is retarded. Like ain't nothing cool about that shit, bro. Like especially you should take more pride in yourself as a white man to not ever want to have something like that come out your mouth, even just out of respect. Because like you just white motherfucker, like don't fucking say that word, bro. That shit weird. And I shouldn't have to tell you that. So like the fact that I would even have to tell a motherfucker like, hey, watch your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there already make me tight. So I'm already tight what you just said. And now I'm tight that I gotta be the bigger man and tell you to watch yourself. So like as a man, bro, get your shit together. If you a motherfucker that a motherfucker gotta do some shit like that for, we don't like you times two off the rip. At least if you a motherfucker that take pride in yourself and once a motherfucker move a certain way, you just like, ah, yeah, I'm not finna waste no more energy on this motherfucker. Like with the playing with my own like patience and shit. You don't want to play with your patience, like because once you get to that point where you ran out of patience, you're not gonna be able to control what happens after that, bro. That shit is a dangerous thing as a man, especially as a man that is out here working out and like, you know what I'm saying? So I could tell y'all a little story time real quick about this one little racist ass situation, right? All right, got this sergeant. You know what I'm saying this motherfucker drunk, right? He harassing people and shit. I'm trying not to say too much, but I was saying too much, right? He harassing people while he drunk, pretty much, just being a bully, and he in leadership, right? So I just had came from the gym, so the bros and then you know what I'm saying. I'm already saying too much. Now I gotta try to backtrack. Some people I know was being harassed. Could be anybody, right? Could be any people I know. It could be any sergeant I know. I'm still trying to embrace, go at the situation with integrity. I'm not trying to be reckless about it, even just how I say it. But they're telling me what happened because I just so happened to bump into them as I'm on my way back, to my barracks from the gym, and they're telling me what he doing real. They're like, yo, now that you, they're telling me and shit. I'm like, what? So I'm mad as hell. I end up seeing him in the same vicinity. Right? He steps outside because I had, check this out. So I stepped outside with him, took off my shit, stepped outside with him, and told him, I was like, I'm hearing about, some shit right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me what's going on. He drunk talking to me and shit. He already not able to watch himself, and I'm like, all right. He already getting me tight. This is getting. This might become one of those situations. So I'm like, all right. I'm hearing that you fucking with people. So he seen my energy change because now, because I approached him on some chill shit. I'm like, yo, like, but then once I did that, because I see he was drunk talking and just like, he was showing me what they was telling me. Like I could see it in his vibe, and he was kind of like, giving me some of that energy, and I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm like, all right, bet, let me let him know what I'm really here for right now, because I'm not finna play with this nigga. He like, nah. He said, nah. He told me his side of the story. It didn't make no fucking sense. It would sound like somebody explaining some shit if they was a drunk motherfucker. So now I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to his side, and I'm just like, I'm over the situation. So now I'm about to walk away. I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. Like, because I don't got the patience for this nigga, so I'm about to just walk away and mind my business. So now he's like, yo, but what was the reason, like, you wanted to, because I sensed that, like, it was a little something different in your energy. So I'm like, oh, you not even that drunk for real, because how the fuck you peeped that? Oh, you just told on yourself. So now I'm actually tight. And then he started explaining the story different, because I'm like, wait, what? So now we get into another conversation. He started explaining this shit. He said something different now. He said some whole out racist shit. Now the nigga go, like, yo. He's like, yeah, because, him and his coon friends over there. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, I felt some crazy shit come over me. What the fuck you just said? You just said coon? In my mind, I'm like, oh, you really one of them white motherfuckers for real. Like, how the fuck you just, something like that just slip out your mouth as you talk to somebody that's black? What? So who else that's black probably made you feel comfortable enough to even just loosely say some shit out your mouth? So obviously, situation turned into something else. And yeah. I ain't gonna say too much more on the internet because I don't got nothing to prove. I still gotta be professional. But it just turned into a different situation now. I never dealt with no racist shit for real. Never in my life. Openly with like white motherfuckers saying certain shit. So like when I was around that shit for the first time, That shit hit different. That shit made me feel like a black man. Like it felt like my introduction to actually feeling like it feel like to be a black man. I never felt, I guess I could say I never felt black before. Well, no. I guess when I started waking up more, my third eye start opening more, and I started like caring about young black men in the streets being crash outs. That's when I'm like, okay, cool. I'm starting to feel like a black man. But like this shit sanctioned me. Like I feel 100% like a strong black man now. I never knew I cared so much about my heritage. I never knew I cared so much about just my skin color until that situation. All right, because I would just easily chalk it up as like, as a black man, I feel like a lot of black men do this, right? And we could talk about this as well. This could be a different conversation, but like, I feel like we kind of look at black history and like certain shit. It's just like, nah, I wasn't born in that, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just something I wasn't a part of. Like you can't really take pride in it because you wasn't a part of it. You feel like because you wasn't there. So you kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm black and all that, but like I'm not gonna sit here and be super black man power, whatever, because like I wasn't really, and for those that, you know, don't know that black men do this, I could be honest and say that I was definitely one of those guys that did that for the most of my life. But I felt like I pride in my black history because, you know, I was dead. But I feel differently about it now. I feel differently now. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what really start to make you become, you know, OG out here, and a special kind of OG that I want to be, is like really just, you know, stacking up so much downloads to the point where like you got so much in the stash, bro. You just get to that point where you could confidently know you could have a conversation with anybody on this planet, just on some like off the fly shit, because you got so much shit in the stash, so much shit that you could talk about, so much topics, so much shit that you learned in life, so much vibes from different experiences from growing up and seeing different shit. That shit is powerful, bro. Said you should go to OCS and become a second lieutenant. I was just talking to a commander. He was telling me, what do I think about going to officer school? And I told him, I was like, shit, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, if I'm gonna find that out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find out if I could like they gonna help me like if they send me to like the army school and I could go do that shit. I might consider that as an option. There's a lot of options, man. You know, it's Rangers, Special Forces, Airborne, Jungle School, Arctic Airborne. You know what I'm saying? Like so much shit that you could do, bro. It's a lot of shit I gotta consider. Yeah, when you think about it, it's just certain things that you have to consider, right? That you wouldn't normally pay no mind to if you was at a certain frequency, but like now you just understand that you at a certain frequency where you understand that you just can't do that, right? When you I gotta charge my phone. This might not work. Hmm. Okay, interesting. Apparently, you know, the whole purpose when I would do my homework on my history, that the reason why slavery was a thing for so long was because they was trying to program our bloodline. And that was one of the things that really stuck out to me the most. And I don't know about y'all, but if y'all want to have that conversation, we can. We can have I guess, a more like higher vibrational conversation. That was definitely one of those things that really made me think. Like, damn, that is some cold shit. It's one thing to kill a motherfucker, kill multiple motherfuckers. But to have it as a family tree plan to enslave motherfuckers of a skin color because you feel an aura off of them and want to program their bloodline, to have that as a plan for hundreds of years, that shit'll make you think, my nigga. Like, what can you really even say to some shit like that? That shit is just, whew. And the reason why it makes me think is because when I think about having to do videos, I feel a lot of pressure. And I don't think I talk about this enough. I feel a lot of pressure to make videos to try to get through the motherfuckers in ways that I know like the majority of these content creators gonna forever struggle with and not figure out. And I see it within most of them. It's a lot of effort in the thumbnails, a lot of effort in the way you put the video together, the edits, but you still doing it wrong because you feeding the wrong part of them when you do that. You feeding the bullshit that you just trying to keep them engaged. You're not trying to get them to actually listen to you. You're just trying to keep them engaged. And that's where you fucking up. And that's why I take pride in doing raw videos. And if some of them hit and some of them don't, and I gotta keep learning as I go, that is how I'm gonna do it, because I'm not gonna feed the part of you that I'm trying to conquer. Trying to help you conquer so that you can fucking ascend to be your best version. Why would I just want you to be here? Like, what's the point of that? Like, that's like, for example, I want to talk to myself. I just want to sit here and just hear myself talk, and I just want y'all to sit here and be views in my fucking video. Like, yo, just have numbers up there. As long as there's numbers up there, I'm cool. I get to just say what I want to say, get paid to just chat. And that should make you think right there too, because it'll make you think like, do you actually have something to say? Because maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have shit to say, and you just want to be a motherfucker that look like your voice matter, but it actually don't. Because you really actually don't have shit to say. You just want to talk. You just want to look good on the camera, talking, and people listening to you get comments for it. I think people just want the image of this shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't really want this shit the way I do. And I'm gonna express my passion for this shit, nigga, because I'm not one of them weird ass niggas, bro. And I never will be. And y'all niggas is crazy. But I get it, y'all niggas don't know no better. But that's why I go as hard as I do. And that's even why sometimes I make the mistakes that I make when motherfuckers that look up to me be like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga coach doing? And it'll be like, yo, bro, I don't be looking at myself like that. I'm really just him, nigga. I'm really just that type of person. Like, I'm not a mother. You will wonder, like, how the fuck would he make a choice like that? It don't even make no sense. That's because I don't believe in it. I have an image, nigga. So when you think about how the fuck this nigga do that, and you hearing about certain shit that I done told y'all, like whatever the fuck relapses, but you just like, how the fuck a nigga like Coach Davis? You probably sitting over there thinking like, how a nigga like Coach Davis could have a moment like that? That don't even make no, nigga. Whatever image that you see, I don't look at myself like that, nigga. I'm actually the person, nigga. I don't look at myself like that. I don't look at myself with this image or whatever the fuck y'all see. And y'all have to understand that. And I feel like that better help y'all understand who the fuck y'all dealing with and who y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at myself like that, bro. I really just be chilling. I really just be having downloads that just be like, I bet I gotta make, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't do none of that weird shit, nigga. Like, I just don't. This is just really who I am. And I go as hard as I do no matter what, with like, y'all niggas trying to figure out, bro, what this nigga doing? This nigga relapsing the head, going through 18 miles jogging, 1,000 push-ups, all this other shit that he done did. Nigga, it's because the personal clarity of hit, and I be like, I feel this shit. And I feel like a lot of motherfuckers could relate to this shit. Like, I end up feeling that more than I can actually feel it, on the regular. I'll end up having a lot of just like downloads and just like feeling certain, auras that come over me where I'm like, I'm so much better than that, my nigga. Goddamn. And you know, once that shit passed though, and then once you start having urges again, it's like it's so easy for some reason to forget about that shit. But that's the journey, right? You gotta fight for your consciousness. Shit is a fucking battle, bro. And I'm going through this shit right with y'all, nigga. And this is what I'm here for. I'm not here to be better than y'all. I'm not here to be looked up to. I'm not here for none of that shit, nigga. I'm just here as a motherfucker to like. I'm on a journey with y'all niggas the same way you fucking up and you doing shit that nobody know that you're doing, right? Because everybody out here doing they dirt. Just because nobody know about that shit, you think you better than me. That's not how it works, nigga. I see you, even if I don't see you, nigga. If I was to see you in real life, I would see you. I'm not like you can't get away with that type of shit with me where it's like, oh, just because you could hide your shit in the dark that a nigga like me can't see you, my nigga. I'm one of them niggas. In real life. You can't hide from me, nigga. I promise you. There is nobody that can hide from you, bro. I see you, nigga. And I promise you that that shit don't matter. So that's why I'm on the internet and I don't be giving a fuck if you wonder why he ain't actually quit, why this nigga still on the internet. Because I don't give a fuck the same way you don't. The same way you could keep on making the same mistake over and over again and people could look at you the same way. Like, yo, you look like you don't give a fuck out here, bro. I just don't be giving a fuck enough. I need to lock in, right? And I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that. I've been locking the fuck in. Going to the gym early as hell. Thousands of dips. Thousands of pull-ups. Thousands of leg raises. And thousands of motherfucking squats. There's power in that. Being able to sit with yourself in the fucking gym and push your body and be a visionary and be a artist with how you trying to body build and shit. There's power in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. That's how you actually get your supporters to change. They ain't gonna change if you just trying to make everything entertaining. It's a fact. The point you making goes back to your one video saying we have more power than we think. It's a fact. You done been through so much and made so many mistakes, but yet you're Coach Davis, 100%, bro. It's a quick question. What we talking about? We really just chopping it up for real. I just came on this shit to just chop it up with my subscribers and shit, man. Cause like I said, I'm not normally able to be on y'all time zone and shit. So like, I don't know. I just really had this urge when I seen that my schedule was a little free right now. I'm like, yo, let me. You know what I'm saying, let me chop it. Let me chop it up with the fellas. Let me check my work group chat. Make sure I don't got nothing to do right now. I'm gonna tell you, doubt you so much to the point where they want to outwardly doubt you so much to the point where they want to outwardly express that shit. Take that shit personal, bro, because it is. Really go to the motherfucking gym and understand that you can take their fucking soul from them because they gave you access to their soul. Get out here and really become somebody, bro. When somebody can outwardly express to you that they feel like you just a certain type of person, like you out here fucking up and you making mistakes, and then you end up going through something with that person, they just want to bring up weaknesses about yourself, that you just this type of person, you just that type of person, and they just feel confident in saying that shit. Take that shit personal, bro. And take that shit with you to the fucking gym and get mad about that shit, nigga, because that shit is something to be mad about. Word, bro. Cause you always gonna make fucking mistakes, man. But then through these fucking mistakes that you make in your life that you're gonna make for the rest of your fucking life, you wanna be the type of motherfucker that got the willpower to be able to work through that shit the way you ain't gotta waste too much time being in your feelings about it. You know why? You might as well get over that one mistake that you tripping about. You know why? Because you probably gonna end up making more anyway. And how many more times are you gonna keep on stopping the fucking train, nigga? Stop stopping the keep the shit going. Push through that shit. Start breaking these walls. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fucking make these fucking mistakes. So you gotta, how do I work through these mistakes in a faster way? Because you don't want to just listen to a YouTuber that want to chat and run his motherfucking mouth and not actually tell you how to do these little fly little statements that he's telling you to do, which is my problem that I have with a lot of these content creators. Y'all niggas better figure it the fuck out if y'all want to be on here helping these people. Figure out how to actually tell them how to do what it is that you're telling them to do that sound good. You know what I'm saying? Build willpower. How do you build willpower? The gym. Right? The gym is willpower. A lot of people think, right? Because you quick to fight, because you quick to want to fight, that makes you tough. No, it actually don't. When you have responsibility in your manhood, you'll realize that the shit that actually make you strong is when you can stare a situation in the face of hostility and not be phased to the point where you feel like a frequency comes over you to want to be ignorant. Nigga, let that shit sink in. That was some grown man shit for your ass. Y'all listening to a grown man talk right now. This is grown man talk. This is not none of that bullshit. Understand me. That is the shit that make you a motherfucking man out here, bro. But see, motherfuckers don't understand how deep that shit go. A motherfucker will be like, nah, that make you pussy. Nah, that means, you know, it's actually the reverse. You're actually the nigga that's pussy. Because see, what you're not gonna tell people is that the reason why you felt so conflicted to fight is because you were scared to look like you were scared. Because that would make you scared. Y'all talking to a real OG right now, bro. Can y'all let me know what the connection is like? Somebody give me a 1 through 10 rating on what the connection is like. And if you've been in the live the whole time, let me know what the connection been like. 1 through 10. And acknowledge who you are. If you're just giving me a flat out rating right now, then say that this is what, you know, the vibe. But like if you're giving me a flat out rating from like since you've been on the live the whole time, let me know what it's like. You said, is this live? Ain't no fucking way asking me that, bro. Are you serious? This don't look live to you? What the fuck? You thought this was a video, bro? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. Yo, bro, tell me I'm misunderstanding what you meant by that question, bro. Please tell me I'm misunderstanding that. Did you think that this was a video? Like, you actually thought that this was a video, bro? There's no fucking way. No fucking way. That is crazy. No fucking way. Nah, bro. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay. I got one of the crazy frequency right here. I can tell y'all about that. I remember when I first heard this shit. I forgot what made me look it up, because I need to remember what made me look it up, because I could really connect with this frequency a little bit more. I was just chilling, probably smoking, and I heard this shit, and I sat there, and I'm like, wait a minute. So if this is a love frequency, is this what love is supposed to feel like? I feel like that's a valid question. So I'm like, all right, I think so. So then I go, gave me a lot of different thoughts. Oh, maybe if my mom was an actual good mom, I still think she would still be incapable of making me feel that. I don't think my mom would make me feel that, because that shit feel like an impossible thing to be able to do as a human. I don't know, like, unless motherfuckers is really out of tune with they light and with they aura and their spirituality. So I start looking at a lot of shit different, looking at myself different, looking at life different. And then I'm like, what the fuck do I gotta do to feel this every day? What do I gotta do to feel that fucking frequency? And then I just got this sudden urge to just wanna just grind my ass off. Because I'm like, in order for me to be able to do some shit like this in human form, at least to even be able to feel within my aura for myself, I gotta lock the fuck in no matter what. I gotta really just lock in. Lock in, bro. Give me a second. I gotta take a mean ass piss. Exactly. Exactly. Yo, hold on. Let me take a piss. He talking facts. Let me pin this shit real quick, man. Hold on. I can't pin that. Damn, I can't pin that. That's whack. Oh, I can. My shit too. That was deep right there. That was deep. He said, and have a sort of type of frequency that, see, that's deep right there, bro, because when you really think about it, are there people out here, like, just in the regular, just dating community right now, that make you feel like that? Or do you kind of just feel like, yeah, she look good, and I know she just want me to run that bag up, or just have a bag, and that's about it? Like, and then you look at most women like that, and they don't realize that most of them are in alignment with a certain frequency right now, because you'll start to look at most of them and be like, oh, like, I feel like I could have any fucking bitch if I just run my bag up. All of these bitches is got. And then you can't look at none of them with no real like sense of purpose to want to even grind for real. Cause you like, oh, bro, do I even like? Is that even really that special? Like, you just got it because I got the bag. Like, you ain't even. It don't even matter what I do. So I feel like that's why a lot of fellas out here just don't have the motivation to like really push themselves to want to be better. That's just what that made me think for real. Like, you just like, oh, like, what's the point of me pushing past limits and willpower and all this extra shit when this shit really simple out here? All I gotta do is get some money. Everybody gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And that could show you a few things right there. But one of the main things that should show you is that once you get on this purposeful shit, it's gonna start to feel very alone, right? And here's something I want to bring up. See, the reason why it's going to start feeling alone is because you'll realize that the beauty of it is that whatever frequency that you end up attaining, you're just going to be the one that's just going to have more energy for yourself. And this is where it goes even deeper. You're going to have to be careful with the company that you keep because you're going to start to be selfish of your energy. You're going to start to be like, yo, bro, I don't think you understand that I'm wasting valuable energy that I would appreciate like feeling for myself. But I'm over here wasting energy on you and giving you energy and feeling drained when I could be sitting over here having this shit for myself and be chilling because I work hard enough to feel good by myself. I don't need you or nobody, right? So don't make me have to give you that ultimatum. Like, just even the fact that you got to give a motherfucker that ultimatum and just have you like, yo, bro, like, shouldn't even be here for real. It shouldn't nobody take you to that point where you ready to give them an ultimatum like, yo, I'm about to be up out of here. And people don't understand what it'll take for you to want to make one of those decisions, bro. Where you'll be like, yo, like, all right, man, I'm about to just be up out of here, man. Like, I'm done with this shit. Just even the fact that you gotta feel like that, it just make you like even more over the situation because you like, yo, you shouldn't even have pushed me to that point. It's like, yo, try to get them benefit of the doubt and be like, nah, they just don't know no better and shit. But in reality, bro, it's just like, you low-key did because the type of person I am, bro, I definitely gave you the tools. Like, I'm a very simple motherfucker and I make that shit clear with everybody. Like, I'm just big on respect. That's it. Like, I'm gonna give you the utmost humble respect. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have to ask you for that shit back because I'm gonna give it to you first. So that makes it even more of a reason where, like, if I even gotta go out my way to ask you for my respect, it's already fuck you. It's already a big fuck you because I go. You know what I'm saying? And I can make some examples of that, right? Because there's different scenarios for different situations. I could say, even if I did something wrong, if I told you what I did, that's still respect. Because I still could have went the route of not telling you a motherfucking thing because there is no proof of the action. You will never fucking know if I didn't tell you. For example, you ever seen one of them public interviews? One of these little thought bitches out here just walking the block and they on that one of them party strips, dude out there with his interview shit, and he asked one of these females, yo, tell me something that you never told your ex. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen one of those? Some of these joints say some reckless shit, nigga. This one joint said, oh, word, she said, I cheated on him like twice and he never knew. Like saying shit like that, that had you just like, what the fuck? That's crazy. But that's very normalized, especially nowadays. Because in reality, you thinking about it like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we ain't about to be together, I'm about to, like, you're not gonna matter to me, not supposed to matter to me once I'm over you and I'm moving on in my life, probably gonna date somebody else. Like, what do it matter that I told you the truth or I didn't anyway? What the fuck do it matter anyway? That shit don't give me no cool points. It don't matter, especially if I fucked up. Nobody's gonna care that I'm telling you the truth because I made a mistake. So the truth, me telling the truth, is not gonna have no value to you because I did something bad that I'm telling you. So you're gonna be so caught up in the fact that what I did, instead of being like, yo, I respect that he's even telling me that, because he could have looked at it like, why would he want to tell me that? You don't never supposed to feel like somebody owe you that. Like you always supposed to appreciate and look motherfuckers like, look at them a certain way for that and be like, oh, like even the fact that he's saying that, that's something to acknowledge, bro, because that is not something of this world. So when people are saying shit to you that they don't have to say, that you are very well aware of, that they don't have to tell you, and they telling you that shit and they being real with you, understand that shit is rare. And stop being so quick to like put a motherfucker in a box and write a motherfucker off and all this other shit. Stop being so quick to do that. You need to appreciate the fact that somebody is even willing to do that. That means that they respect you for real. That means they respect your life and they actually love you and they respect your life enough to give you the truth that can either set you free or look at them in a certain fucking way. But guess what? Those two scenarios that I just brought up are lose-lose situations for the person telling you the truth. Either I tell you the truth and I give you the power to leave, or I tell you the truth and I give you the power to see my bullshit that I gotta now work through and work for your respect, because now you're gonna look at me in a certain way inevitably because of what the fuck I told you. So now I have to work up for your respect. And then people have the nerve and the audacity to still like doubt motherfuckers with that type of mentality, to still look a motherfucker in the face and tell you the truth, know what the fuck they gotta do and do that shit and work to do that shit. Right? And maybe continue to make mistakes and continue to still tell you the truth and respect you enough to give you that. Right? A motherfucker could easily be in his survival instinct type of frequency and be like, bro, fuck everybody. I'ma only tell him what I want to tell him, because at the end of the day, none of these motherfuckers really fuck with me for real anyway. I'm gonna die by myself in a casket by myself. The only people that really love me is my family. But if my family don't really love me, then guess what? Nobody really love me, because if my bloodline don't really love me, then these motherfuckers don't really love me for real. They'll be able to move on to somebody else if they give that situation that opportunity to do that. But family don't work that way, so that's a little bit more difficult to get through, but you'll still have to try to work through that, right? Because that's your fucking bloodline, and y'all connected in a different way. You should do lives on TikTok. Maybe I should. He said, bro, listening to yoga music. Most of these people, energy are never stagnant. They put their body through roller coasters and twists and turns and never drop for a minute. I don't know how you talking, gang. You can't just try to live life fast and run all your gas and blow your car up. You're never gonna reach that energy if you take the time out to use yourself this type of energy in the first place. Most people are fueled by anger, and they will never fuel themselves with actual love. They never will. They never will. You gotta understand something. When somebody, when you feel like you have the power, right, to put out a certain frequency, and it's gonna affect that person, right? That's really the only power you think you have, because you end up becoming addicted to that power, and then that power, you become that. It ends up taking over you, and now that's the only thing that you feed for, only thing that you yearn for, is to affect people's energy, take people's energy, to try to build yourself up. You're doing it subconsciously because you just always have this urge to just be, you know, combative, right? Makes you think about women a little bit. Like when a motherfucker always gotta put shit to the side for you because you emotional, you taking my fucking energy. So if I gotta keep on doing that shit, then you're just gonna make me believe that you are just an energy vampire. Because if I gotta keep on telling you that you being emotional like that is draining and it takes away from me because I can't keep up with that shit. Like when a female get emotional, bro, I can't keep up with that shit. I don't know how anybody could. And it just really get to that point where you're just like, yo, bro, like you pretty and all that shit. I'll fuck with you, but like, yo, bro, you got some shit going on, bro. I just cannot, my nigga. I cannot with that shit. That shit'll make me forget about everything so fast. And then these women be wondering why a motherfucker gets so mad to the point where like he acting like he don't love you. It's because he feel like he don't fucking love you in that moment, man. You annoying as hell. Shut the fuck up with that emotional shit. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shh. Shh. God damn. Shut the fuck up. Man, that go for anybody. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck how pretty you is. You are annoying as a motherfucker. If you nagging and you just emotional, oh my God, you're so annoying. You're literally like these gnats. Yo, bro, South Korea got gnats, my nigga. They got gnats that's so crazy. When you step outside, these gnats just be following you all in your face. Mad annoying. That is exactly what it feels like when you can't get an emotional female to shut up. And I'm gonna tell y'all that for those that get no pussy and you just putting women on a fucking pedestal and you think that just because you get a hard ass dick when you think about her, like you could just have a happy relationship with her. I used to think the same shit, but it don't work that way, bro. She could be the baddest, nigga, to you, for real. To the point where you get mad at her, she confused that you even look at her like that, where it's like, nah, you bad as fuck. You really is. But the way you getting on my nerves, my nigga, I'm ready to pack you the fuck up. Ready to pack you up. You gotta go. Like, that'd be too easy. And women need to understand that shit, because I feel like they don't. And most of the time, women like that, used to every man want to listen to her. That's because they down bad and trying to fix her when she not even focused on fixing her own mind. That shit deep right there, Brody. Every nigga think just because we fucking leaders and all this shit that we can fucking fix everybody. That's not our fucking responsibility, bro. And that's something that you need to understand. Cause I always been like that in my fucking relationships. I always been a fix you type of nigga. Wanna fix a motherfucker. Wanna build a bitch. Stop trying to build a bitch, nigga. I'd be telling myself that shit too. It's not your fucking responsibility. That person should at least at the bare minimum want to build up aura for themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like once you tell, even if a motherfucker don't know no better, like once you tell a motherfucker about, even if you, nigga, you just gotta pack a lot of people up out here. Like it just be, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be quick to write motherfuckers off if they not just understanding like building aura, frequency, certain shit, like certain bare minimum shit that got you in the door yourself to get to this point where you prioritize spirituality. If motherfuckers ain't even processing that, the simple shit that got you your foot in the door, then you gotta write the motherfuckers off. You're done. See ya. You're done. Off the rip. That's just the easy part. That should be the easy part. And I'm gonna help y'all with that, right? Because that's a gem that I wish I knew a little bit earlier in my life. That make life a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So that you can protect your fucking energy and stop just giving out free energy. Be quick to write motherfuckers off that don't understand the simple shit that got your foot in the door to this lifestyle. Let me say that again so you can understand what I'm fucking telling you, so that you can be quick to write motherfuckers off and protect your energy. The simple shit that got your foot in the fucking door. When you still wasn't up on the knowledge to the point where you are now, the shit that got your foot in the door, if motherfuckers is not on that at least, you're done. Too easy. That's it. It be so annoying to the point that that shit makes you wanna give them a quick 4-piece G. GTA part. Right. Whenever you as a man is trying so hard to fix everything and give a woman all the support, you're gonna end up draining your soul and your own energy to fix yourself. Yup. That's a lot of times what happens to men in relationships, you know what I'm saying? You take pride in the shit that you built, right? And when women think about, oh, I could hurt him by doing this, they don't even realize why you going to, sleep out with another man. The only reason why I would hurt is because I put so much energy into building you, into trying to build you up, and to teaching you how to do shit that you didn't even know how to do. That I'm knowing for a fact, I'm teaching you this shit so deep that it not only could work on me, but it could work on any man. And if anything, the next man is gonna appreciate it more because you're bringing that to the table without him having to say that. And it take away from the experience, and a lot of women don't realize niggas don't be wanting to have a telebitch shit. That's why a lot of times niggas be quick to just like go fuck with bitches that got experience and maybe not fuck with virgins and shit, because like you ain't really trying to have to teach no bitch how to do certain shit and just like teach her how to be a woman. You kind of just want to go fuck with a bitch that got some experience in life, some experience in the bedroom, so that you know for a fact that you could just, shit could just happen and you could just off the rip just experience that shit off the rip without having to teach the shit all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So you take pride in the shit that you've been trying to build. Like, nah, yo, do it like this, or nah, understand that. And then you just put her on game and shit. It gets you to that point where, like, if she end up stepping out on you, you only mad because, like, you like, yo, I know that nigga over there having a good old fucking time because I told her that one trick right there, or I taught her this shit, so she kind of know how to bring a certain vibration to the table. She know what a nigga is looking for beyond sex, because we was in a relationship and I was telling her certain shit about me just on a deeper aspect, about the shit that I enjoy, the shit that I appreciate, the shit that I respect in women, this, that, and the third. And I'm known for a fact that it's cringy to think about that. You're gonna just take that shit and try to use that to the table to the next nigga. That's just the shit that I have a nigga in his feelings for a little while, but like once a nigga don't care no more, then he's really just not gonna care no more. Because he really just gonna look at you like a bot. That goes back to at one point, a lot of women choose to build themselves up for their dream man that they want. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like the dream man that they want is just a nigga with some fucking money. Or just a nigga that know how to make it look good. A nigga that know how to make it look good, but in reality, you don't see through that. And you're gonna get caught up in a situation where like you done already been giving your body away. You've been getting conquered sexually to the point where now you rationalizing the bullshit of this nigga because you did not take the time out to actually get to know this motherfucker before the sex, to where like now you can actually go into the sex with a conscious mind and not feel like if the dick is good that it's gonna have you in a loop. But a lot of bitches be in loops with niggas, and it look good to them. A nigga know how to present it well. A nigga know how to throw that shit on for real. And then she get caught up in the fucking loop. He get in the door. He get the crack. He cracking enough to where he got that imprint. And then it gets to that. For me, the problem is that they think they can find that even though they got all the same problems everybody got problems they got to work on, right? You're having a good conversation. Everybody got problems they got to work on, right? But at the end of the day, the only thing that can make a man like be quick to just be cool to move on, because like a lot of times women be quick to just blame shit on us all the time, right? And even if a nigga's out here fucking up and doing shit, right? At the same time, you better at least take your shit with you, man. Because if you feel like the only reason why the relationship may not have worked was because the nigga, right? Because of him, and you not understanding that you played just as much of a part, if you don't see it that way, then you're gonna be cooked in your next relationship, and that's just gonna make a nigga really not care. Cause you're gonna be like, yo, like I really don't give a fuck. Cause I know for a fact that she think I'm so wrong to the point where like she don't think that she's just as much of a problem as me. Because the same way she see me as I'm the biggest problem, right? I see her in the same way, but she not understanding that, right? And I feel like that happens in a lot of relationships. So it gets to that point where a nigga is just like, all right, you gonna bring all those same problems to this nigga for the most part, and you know what I'm saying? That's just the past. You said another problem is when you're trying to give someone an energy they aren't ready for because they never felt it in their life. Nigga. I guess that's every nigga right there then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would feel like that's just what a lot of niggas want to do for a female, especially if they fucking with you and you bad and like you got a good vibe, or like you just off first impression, shit like that. That definitely make a nigga want to like put on in a certain type of way where he like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's not letting me click on it. Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on, my shit tweaking a little bit. What's up with my shit, King? Oh my god. I clicked this shit like a couple times and now it keep popping up. This shit keep popping up. Damn. Says, so why you expect a woman to have emotional maturity when you lack that yourself? How do you expect her to be responsible for herself when you were rent? He said, you set the standards. Do you not, as the leader, type shit? So you literally blaming women. Like some people can't process the love you provide. I'm not sitting here blaming women. I feel like a lot of women like just take it that way. But in reality, I'm just having a conversation, just bringing shit up. I'm not sitting here trying to on nobody. Just in the same breath where I may be telling the woman to take responsibility for the shit that she has going on. The same shit I would tell niggas. Go to the gym and work your ass off, or else you're gonna have no fucking aura. Take responsibility in the way you react to things. Like, you know, like niggas understand where I'm coming from. Like, I'm never on here trying to bash women or men. I hold everybody accountable. This is what women need to be held accountable for, and this is what men need to be held accountable for. I started off the majority of my life talking about what men need to hold themselves accountable. And just the journey, you know, of manhood and things of that nature. I started the video off like that. The majority of the video like that. And then I went on and I spoke about women. And it just came up. It wasn't even like I cared to bring this shit the fuck up. It's just a long conversation. We just got to this point. But not at all was it my goal to get on this live and do what you probably think I'm doing that I'm not. And if anybody been on this live long enough, y'all can clarify that. Not in no way, shape, or form am I trying to throw little subliminals at my wife. Not in no way, shape, or form am I trying to diss any women and all this other bullshit that may come off like I'm doing. It's not what I'm doing. It hasn't lagged, that's good. At some point, we all have to take responsibility for ourselves. If a woman has no man, she's the leader of her own life and should hold herself accountable. It's a good point right there. I like that. It's a fucking point. I mean, you know, when I said, you know, shut the fuck up, you're so annoying, that's just genuinely on a weaker standpoint, how a man is gonna feel after a while. But see, as men, I feel like we gotta cut ourselves some slack because in reality, the reason why a lot of times we get to that point is because we give motherfuckers too many chances. And then you may look at yourself like you the bad guy when you end up cursing a motherfucker out or being mean to a motherfucker or just doing some shit that you regret. Some shit. In reality, you need to cut yourself probably a little bit more slack as long as I need to do for myself. Because sometimes you just give a motherfucker too many chances. And it gets to that point where like now you thinking that something wrong with you because you ain't got it in you to hold yourself back. When in reality, you gave that motherfucker too many chances to play with you, bro. Stop allowing motherfuckers to play with you, bro. And I need to take my own advice as well, right? Because a lot of times you think you're doing the right thing by giving motherfuckers all these chances when in reality, you're doing the wrong thing for yourself and you're doing the right thing for them. Because you understanding them, but you're not understanding you. You putting yourself to the side for that motherfucker, and then the more that they disrespect you and not see that, and they disrespect you, is gonna be 10 times more disrespectful. So you need to be careful because you setting yourself up for a bad situation. That shit go deep. What's grown man shit, man? Stop giving motherfuckers chances to play with you, bro. And that go for everybody. That go for everybody. If you feel like you can't trust a motherfucker, trust a motherfucker. Make it fucking simple. This is what we need to stop doing. Stop trying to force yourself to do shit, bro. If you don't feel it off the instinct, don't fucking do it. And this is why you think that you may not have instincts. Because you don't fucking listen to them, nigga. Listen to your fucking instincts, because the more that you don't listen to your instincts, is the more that you're gonna think you don't have no instincts. Because when you try to be instinctual out of nowhere, nigga, it's not gonna fucking work. Nigga. You ain't gonna have no instincts to go to, nigga, because you've been fucking programming yourself to not fucking listen to the shit. Nigga. Really that simple. You know what I'm saying? If y'all fucking with this live though, man, you know, put some 100 emojis. You know what I'm saying? Put some emojis. I want to see some 100 emojis. I want to see some fist emojis. I want to see some of these emojis. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all some of my fitness shit, man. We having a good conversation right now too, man. I'm fucking with it. There's some good open talk. Show y'all something, man. Type shit. Swoop, man. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't believe in myself that I was looking like this, bro. Cause I don't even be looking at myself like that. So I'm like, yo, my shit look OD, bro. That shit look anime, bro. I'm putting in that work for that respect, man. This is what men do. This is what real men do. Men don't complain, bro. We just put the work in and we earn this shit. This is what we fucking do. My arm hurting. Shit tough. Man. That's fucking crazy. I've been fucking working. Nigga. You can come apart. When you become a person energy wise, prepare to be attacked even more. 100%. We could definitely get into that. So as long as you cut the other party some slack too, that's the only way cutting yourself slack makes sense. Yeah. There's a lot of instances where it makes sense to cut them some slack. Just don't cut them no slack in terms of your respect though. But like as far as just like, you know, the journey of life and shit like that, just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could cut them some slack on that, but just don't ever bend, twist, or fold when it comes to your respect. That's the main point I'm trying to make. A lot of people don't understand when you go past that drama phase and trying to burden others with your energy is gonna become annoying. Other people do it. Yeah. Bro, you in here talking the facts. It sounds like you understand this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you might have to make a YouTube channel, my guy. And I feel like I done inspired a lot of people to make YouTube channels. I ain't gonna lie. Ice Cold JT done said it. Nana the Soul. Jahar Green. Mr. Keep It Simple. Gabe Got That Glow. These is people that I know off the top of my head. But like, you sound like you get it. I ain't gonna lie, you might have some potential to get on here and talk that talk. We should probably think about that. We could use somebody like you in the game. Because you providing a lot of value to my live right now with talking some shit that's deep, that makes sense. I don't usually get a lot of comments like that, so I'm gonna definitely acknowledge that you definitely probably, you know, got some gems that you could be, for me. Fact. You said, why'd I flex like that? I don't know, bro. I don't know, like, no poses, I guess. So, like, I just do what I want to do. I didn't know that there was a specific way you had to flex like that. I feel like that's a crazy question. You definitely got good blood flow. When most people flex, you can't see a difference at all, even if they buff as hell. That's interesting. I didn't think about it like that. You're right. I definitely think it's more so calisthenics, I would say, that make your body look like that though. Cause like I feel like motherfuckers that lift weights, like they don't rip them up how like calisthenics do. Like calisthenics just how you ripped on a different level. Like them just how you ripped. Like for real. All I gotta do is like I just gotta be a little bit better with my meal prepping and just like make sure I'm putting more food in my system probably, cause like I be hella hungry because of them type of workouts I be doing. I be going hard. Like I said, doing 400 pull-ups, pull-ups, dips, and leg raises, really minimum. Especially if I get to the gym early enough, like minimum, I'm definitely hitting like 400 to where I can actually feel like really satisfied and proud of what the fuck I did. Like I just gotta push it to that type of limit because like I'm just addicted to that. I'm just too addicted to that at that point. It's like you gotta respect the shit that you want out here, man. You gotta want it bad enough to the point where you want to bring enough to the table to be able to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers don't respect their life and the shit that they want enough to want to work hard enough to want to, when you get to that point, you can actually enjoy that shit for real because of the work that you put in to be at the frequency that you at, to be able to enjoy that shit to even a certain degree. Like, it's levels to how you know, enjoy anything. And every single experience in life could be so different depending on your fucking aura. Whatever situation that you be even think about in your past, whether it be with people, whether it be with just just life experiences, situations and all that. Just imagine how different the shit would be if your aura was different. How different you would have reacted to, how different just everything would be. It'll make you think. But it'll also make you think that just as much power as you have is just as much as that person has as well. So you're not gonna necessarily want to go back in the past, right? Once you're thinking about those things, because in reality you're gonna think like, if that motherfucker is still that motherfucker that don't understand the shit that you understand, and even took you to that point to understand what you look, then like there's no sense of you going back over there, because it's not gonna be productive. Like, you can't do nothing by yourself unless you're doing it by yourself, right? But if you're doing something with another person, it can't be done without that other person. No matter how much you bring to the table, it don't matter. No matter how much you bring to the table, it don't matter, because in reality, if that person is not bringing that to the table with you, then you just getting your shit took. You just getting your shit ate. But like, what are you eating? You just providing, but like, what are you getting back? If you going so hard to be able to provide something that takes a lot to be able to provide, why would you not want that for yourself? He said, "Oh, that's crazy." He said, "I got videos in the vault right now. See, I guess I must have had a film. You could do that shit a little bit." I bet. When you start your YouTube channel, let me know, man, and I'll repost your video or some shit. Shout you. You know what I'm saying, to help get your shit going, get you some people over there fucking with you. Just make sure it's a good video, so that motherfuckers off that one video want to stick around. You know what I'm saying? Always approach every video that you do with the aspect that this video is going to be the video that's going to hit the algorithm, that's going to inspire other people to want to do a video like this. For example, I see shit in the algorithm with specific titles that people copy from other motherfuckers, just off simply of the fact that they think that the reason why this motherfucker got all them views is because of the title and because of the thumbnail. So now everybody gonna be following your direction, and then you're gonna start influencing this whole YouTube shit. And that's actually what I am trying to do. And what I feel like I have been doing since I've been on this app, even without even trying for real. So like, I wanna actually try to do that. But I wanna do it in fitness though, because I feel like that shit gonna hit different. So every time y'all motherfuckers see me work out on live, it's gonna most likely be 500 minimum of any exercise. I just have to make sure I get in the gym early enough, because I'm gonna need like maybe about 2 hours to be able to hit 500 of one of the exercises that I'm doing, whether it be push-ups, pull-ups, dips, leg raises. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my thing in the fitness community. I ain't gonna lie. I said that because some bodybuilder I know do fruit fast, water fast, etc., and he's shredded as fuck. Yup. Yup. Your aura becomes even more strong when you do that. No average person when you do what no average person does. People don't realize how different it is for a person to work out almost every day and fast and eat healthy. Yeah, that should take a lot of dedication. So I made a video on how curses and loops in life is created by whatever your ego attaches to, and how you shouldn't kill your ego, but instead change what it attaches to. That's a fact, and I 100% agree with that. And I just feel like I just said this shit to my day. I feel like we was just having this conversation. That's an interesting topic. I'll be interested to watch that video and hear what your perspective is on that. Facts. How long I've been on here? You know? I think I'm about to get off. Tomorrow I gotta tea, do that. I'm saying just stay locked in on this fitness shit, man. Keep on building up that aura. You're just going hard, man. Protecting your energy. You know. Shit. Just continuing to fucking have that blind faith. And just never giving up on yourself. Because we do not have a motherfucking choice. Stop feeding into the weakness. A doom scrolling. Watching pornography. Doubting yourself. Right? You'll start to realize that it's actually uncomfortable sometimes to, like, you know, pull yourself up and just like believe in yourself and give yourself good energy. You'll feel like it takes energy to do that. And that's where it goes even deeper right there, because if that's the case, wouldn't that mean the more energy that you have to give yourself, the more that you can elevate? Which is why you have to protect your energy. Because in reality, how the fuck are you going to be able to grow if you don't have enough energy to give yourself, because you're giving it away? Think about that. Meaning that you can't just be kicking it with motherfuckers like that. Shit is gonna, like, it's gonna, you know, you, bro. Like, nothing is free, bro. You have to understand that shit. Like, ain't shit free out here. You think it is, but it's not. There's no such thing as unlimited energy, bro. You're gonna feel drained at some point, where it's gonna feel a little bit harder to be motivated and have that energy when you've been giving your energy away so much. You know what I'm saying? And when you really think about that, it makes you be like, all right, bet. Let me try to take this perspective with me through life a little bit more and preserve a lot more of my energy. And that goes for literally everything. Even when it comes to watching the hub, doom scrolling, sitting there watching videos and just talking to people just cause, or like talking to your girlfriend every day, like just for no reason, like just shit that you don't need to necessarily be doing. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit is gonna cost you. All that shit costs. So when you think about that, bro, you gotta approach life a little bit different. You ain't gonna have no choice, because you see it for what it really is. If everything costs, and stop giving shit out for free. Make everything come with a price. You gotta charge for your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be putting something out, make sure you're getting something back. And if you can, try to get more back. Because the shit is a hustle at the end of the day. Right? If you could put out something so potent that's worth more the less that you put out, because of your aura being so potent that you can actually put less out and get more back, then that's what you want. But in order to be able to do that, you got to build a lot of aura to do that. But this shit is a hustle. Women understand that. That's why women out here doing it. Women out here got aura from being sexy and just being born with the shit. So they just, in general, they always getting so much more back for what they put out, because they women and they beautiful. They always gonna get more than what they put back. That's why you have to be careful, especially with women, because they have so much energy, more energy than men. Like, you're not gonna win with a fucking woman, especially a woman that's bad, because she got way more energy than you, bro. Especially if you're trying to grow and flow out here and climb and get your aura right, trying to heal your shit. You don't have the energy to be putting up like just all this shit with a, for me, you don't got the energy to be just like just pointless arguments and like just talking all the fucking time and you know what I'm saying? Just trying to always give the hug and all that shit and be this leader, be this protector all the time. Like that shit is gonna drain you. You end up being a fucking slave for a fucking female. That's what a lot of motherfuckers is willing to be for women nowadays. A lot of motherfuckers be looking at women as such on a pedestal that they willing to be a fucking slave for a female. And that shit is crazy. Where they willing to put up with anything just to not make her want to leave. Like, nah, bro, I ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? Cause I need that around. Shit bad out here, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Shit is bad out here with these, you feel me? I'm about to be above this with that though, man. I had a good time chopping it up with y'all, but I gotta get back to work. Listen, man, let's keep growing and flowing. I'm out of here with that.